Freya got a relic this week, and I'm sorry, the order in which I'm recording this is really weird because this relic is actually made for the new Demonic Beast boss. But I've been avoiding so much playing that boss because it sucks. It sucks so bad. I already know all the strategy and everything. It's just, to beat floor 3, it takes like hours. And so I'm just, for now, I'm just going to utilize the fact that she got more stats and I want to check how good she is in PvP. Her real relic showcase will come out in a few days. I played that boss quite a bit so far, but I haven't tried Freya in it yet because I know it doesn't work that well to make it easy or anything. So what I mean by that is this new holy relic, by the way, uses the new boss materials. So if you want to make the relic in the first place, you gotta beat the new boss. But the relic itself, right? For what I've seen, if you're not already beating floor 3 without the relic isn't gonna magically allow you to do it. It's just gonna make it slightly more doable for people who were already not having the worst of times doing it in the first place, if that makes any sense, right? So if you are not already doing it super easily, or not super easily, but you are still struggling, regardless of how much of a whale you are, you are struggling to beat the boss, right? If you are not already doing floor 3, again, the relic is not going to magically allow you to do it or anything like that. So don't be in such a rush if you can only beat floor 1, because floor 1 has like this like cheese strategy with Festival King. Don't worry, just keep beating floor 1 every week and eventually maybe you do this Freya. The way the relic works, so I'm going to read off what it does. Again, I know we're not actually using the effect right now because the relic only works on that beast. So we're just we're just taking advantage of the increased stats because now Freya is actually the second highest CC character in the game. Second highest, yeah. So to bring her in PvP, it's actually a little bit better because you have quite a bit more CC than players who are not already using Escador, which is the highest CC character in the game. Let's I'm just gonna go with this here. So the relic, right? In the new Demonic Beast. Oh, that's... Okay, the Pierce actually did pretty decent, but we didn't kill, so we lose. In the Beast, when the hero uses a single target, so this one, it removes a stance. The Demonic Beast has like this whole mechanic where it has damage reduction and you need to use a stance removal card to actually remove the damage reduction. It's pretty annoying. No, Freya! No. Wait, did Mally have... No, he didn't have Tarmelic. The disable came from somewhere else, yeah. Also, when she does use a card, increases stats of all allies by 4% up to 5 times. Which is cool. 20% all stats. It's pretty cool. Can we kill this time? Let's find out. And she becomes... she actually becomes considered as a goddess. What they actually want to do is... So you know how Mael needs to have a full goddess team? They actually clearly want you to use Mael on the new boss. And so Freya becomes considered as a goddess as well. So she can be used with a full goddess team on the new boss. And if the full team is goddess, she gets 10% attack release stats. You know what the problem is? First, she's not considered a goddess outside the beast. Only on the beast, right? Second, her passive. Do you know what her passive is? Her passive is that for each Ragnarok unit on the field, she gains attack related stats. You know how many other goddess Ragnarok units there are? I'll give you a hint. 0. There are 0. So they're dropping this relic, right? And you won't be able to get full use out of Freya. Sorry. Freya is the man. You won't have full use out of her until they drop a goddess Ragnarok unit or Freyja's Holy Relic, which is again a separate Holy Relic that you're gonna have to probably use new Demon Mats anyways, right? You're gonna have to squish out Demon Mats from the new demon for both of these relics to be able to use this relic at full effect, or this unit at full effect, right? And then summon for the other Ragnarok unit. That's gonna be a... Oh, that was a lot. Well, I actually lose here because my team does no damage. Ragnarok team sucks. I mean... I don't know what to say. Maybe the goddess Ragnarok unit we might get for Freya to be able to do... the beast consistently will be good for PvP. But as you might know, as is, the Ragnarok team only has Freya as a good unit. I mean, Diane's damage cap is so good. Brynhilder's damage is good when she has attack crit, but I have to run her with HP defense or my CC is absolute dog water. So needless to say, I'm a huge hater of this relic. First off, they should not have dropped the relic for Freya so early. She just came out. Freyja, the man, should have got a relic already. Like, he's been around for a while now. He came out when Dogs came out. So he should have got a relic, right? Instead we're going for Freya, which, listen, I don't understand why they would drop a relic for her like this and have a passive like that. If they made Freyja have her relic, it would fit in so much better for the new Demonic Beast currently, because he already has a stance removal card, so it would just be like, okay, you just make the card would just make his stance removal like level 1 essentially, right? Or the passive. And then let's say, I don't know, you could actually use him properly with the team because his ult is really good for the boss, and he was already on the floor, like the floor 3 team for the boss. And then eventually they could drop this relic, or a relic for her with a different passive that also makes her count as a goddess, so you'd have Freya and Freyja on that team. It work out so much better. I absolutely despise this decision of dropping her a relic that doesn't allow her to use her passive. Her passive is completely useless if you're using her relic on that beast, because currently, eventually it will be useful when they drop this probable, very probable, Demonic Beast Goddess Ragnarok unit. But when is that gonna happen? I don't know. Maybe next month? It's gonna take like a month for us to actually be able to use Freya properly. That's also to assume that by then we'll also get Freyja's relic, which will also, I'm gonna assume, will also give him the goddess race. Because if it doesn't, that'll be very, very bad. I don't know. The relic is cool though. Like, look how cool it is. Like, it's like kind of transparent. It gives like these like star sign things around her. It's really cool. The relic is really, really cool. I just don't like how it was handled at all. Especially because it costs the new demon mats. So you would expect for it to be insanely OP. Which, again, the people who were already beating floor 3, as far as I can see, now it's easier for the people who were already big whales beating floor 3 to beat it more now, I guess. But if you weren't currently beating floor 3, the improvement is very minimal for you. If you weren't able to beat floor 2, you probably now can, but if you couldn't beat floor 2, you won't be able to beat floor 3. Does it make any sense? I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. The improvement is there, but because Freya is just, I don't know, giving a little bit of stats and removing stances, that's basically what she's doing. She's not doing anything wild. You know, the healers that you're still using are like Green Liz. And people are using Blue Elat still. Blue Elat! You know how insane it is that people will have to use blue Elat to beat floor 3? Yeah. So, this relic is very weird. Very, very weird. Very strange releasing so fast. Both relics that came out of this patch leave me with like my head scratching. Like really, really. Because they're both relics that I think are a little out of tune. The mono relic... Okay, again, I can't kill a goddamn Chandler because my team is so weak. The mono relic that came out is incredibly weak. It's laughable how bad that relic is. Because it's just 15% damage increase for AoE skills. And like, the strongest attack on the Ragnarok team is a single target from Lilia. Very weird champ, maybe. Is because we are going to be getting a good AoE character for Ragnarok next. Not Ragnarok, the other thing. Catastrophe's next, but who knows, right? And then this one, which is like, cool. If you're already a big whale beating floor 3, I guess that's going to help you beat it in less hours. Sure. But again, I'll preface again. If you are someone that is already struggling with the Demonic Beast, don't worry about missing out on this relic. It will take a while for the new character to come out, right? That will actually be made for the damn thing. And Freyja's relic. So that this combo here with Freyja actually becomes fully realized. Because as is, it's just not. Freyja is missing her whole passive. It's just so stupid. I'm not gonna end it here. Freyja is not really good on PvP. Like, she can hit hard. You saw her hit hard. But the team itself is so bad. It's the same thing that I said when she came out. Ragnarok needs like one more character, one more good character, and then the PvP team will be good. But they have to release a character for the new boss. So they keep, because they only release one character every, 3 months for Ragnarok, they have to, okay, this time it's the boss character, this time it's the PvP character. Takes so long. And I guess they wanted to do 2-in-1 with Freyja. She is a PvP character, but then also her relic is for the demon only. Sure. Let's see where this goes. Hopefully we can get this thing to be fully realized, so people will be able to beat the new boss. But as is, the new boss is so dumb. Even still with this relic, he's so dumb.